Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's your girl V from Drinking Tea with V, and you are here locked in at the best place to be. On a Sunday, on a fun day, any day, have it your way, honey. So look at this on any day that ends with a Y. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Of course, Sunday. So that is what you should do. Share it with all your fantabulous friends. Lock in every Sunday here at 7 in the PMs, Amsterdam time, of course. So we're gonna get straight into it. Today I promise you to be able to tell you the reason behind Get the Goal. So the why behind Get the Goal. And I'm gonna be very open. I'm gonna be slightly vulnerable with you, and just give you a behind the scenes look at how this came about, how this came to be, why the drive behind this specific online program. It's already had a starter, but I'm gonna tell you more later on. So what we're gonna do is what we do every single week. We share what's in our cup. Mine is here. I had some already, but we're gonna share what's in our cup for flavor of the day, get into a moment of gratitude, and then jump straight on into the topic for this week, the why behind Get the Goal. So what is in my cup this week is a really strong pulled mint tea. So I am just enjoying this. I actually let it cool down because I was realizing, like, okay, I'm not drinking enough because I'm not feeling like super warm or whatever. Oh no, not cold. I'm actually feeling more warm. Anyways, because of the weather, I'm not drinking enough. It's winter, so I'm like, I'm feeling hot, so why drink so much? So I'm really trying to focus on having the cooling effect also on the inside. So I'm having more of a chilled tea, and it's not iced. I don't consider this to be iced tea. But anyways, chilled tea. I don't have no lemon or nothing in there, just chilled tea. So yes, this is what I'm having. Ooh. It tastes so good. It's like when the mint is refreshing, but when it's chilled, it goes on like extra, like wow. And when you're inside and the heating is going and it's kind of tropical, it feels a little bit on the tropical side. When you drink that, it's even better. Like I have on this long sleeve and feeling a little bit, it's fabulous. Anywho's, going into a moment of gratitude for this week. You guys, I have no idea where you are in a part of the world looking at this, but here in the Netherlands, it's been quite windy, and so I've had to been outside, even just getting regular stuff like groceries. Oh, child, I'm telling you, you know that it is serious that when you're going down a hill, that you're literally being pushed up and you have to pedal and fight and pedal to get down the hill. I was literally being pushed up a hill on a bike this week. That's to show you how serious things were. So yeah, it's been pretty windy. So what I'm grateful for is my legs getting so much stronger. I am so happy for that. It's saving me so much time getting around, being active on my bike. It's saving me so much time, and it's costing me a lot less energy, even though this week when I came home I was pooped because I was just tired from just biking against the wind. And yeah, it takes a lot of energy out of you when you're literally going like eee, and you feel like maybe if I walked I'd be a lot faster, maybe. But anyways, so that was pretty awesome. I enjoyed it, and I'm enjoying the process. I'm out there and I'm like thinking like I am getting stronger every minute, every second, every wind gush, and that gave me the pump and the whole rah to just continue. But anyways, with that aside, let's get on into today's topic for drinking tea with V, which is the why behind Get the Goal. Get the Goal is a 4-week program that is starting in February, actually as of the 31st of January. The deadline to register is the 30th. Go to drinkingteawithv.com. You're going to see where you can register and get on in this ASAP, because when we start, we go full blown and straight ahead. So I hope this gives you a little bit more insight as to why this program was set up. So basically, because of my how this came about to be, is that it all started off with a long time ago. I'm gonna start midway. So based on my track record that I've had with doing the seemingly impossible things, and people keep asking me like, V, how do you do it? How did you do this? How did you do that? And when I say seemingly impossible, or rather the impossible, is like more the seemingly impossible, because the word itself says it, impossible, I'm possible. But something is only impossible for those who haven't done it before. And so if you want to look at my track record, which is being like doing my thesis in 1 month, I keep on saying it, I've done it, I do not recommend it. It is very stressful. You have to have, I'm telling you, discipline, strategy, and work ethic. That is what it literally takes. I've had the opportunity to work at multinationals such as do I want to say it? Yeah, I'm gonna say it anyway. So one of the multinationals that I worked at is L'Oreal. That was super fun, and people are like, oh my goodness, with you having, and I worked at the marketing department for professional products where hair is concerned. Hair. So people are like, I get it now. But yes, this was way before any of the Miss Black hair and all of that. But I was totally into the natural hair and so forth. But anyways, I was into hair, period. So I've got to work with L'Oreal, and beyond my assignment at that, I've also been to Amsterdam Fashion Week. Oh my goodness. To the actual fashion shows and also behind the scenes. It was great. I've started my own business. I've started my own radio show. I've had opportunity to host galas with dignitaries in the kingdom. What else? There's so many things. This is just like a little tip of the iceberg of some of the cool stuff I've done. I've mentioned Miss Black Hair as well. That pageant that was just instrumental in so many ways, I'm telling you. But anyways, so that is a little bit of the impossible things that a list of the impossible things that I've done. And so that is just to give you a kind of like behind the scenes, like, oh, people see me doing this. It's like, okay, how did you even go from doing from studying biology to getting into business, and what was your course in that, and how did you navigate all of that? And I'm like, whoa, I have stories for days. I got processes, I have procedures, I have tips, I have tricks, I have best practices. I have listen this, and even beyond and before that, when I came up here in the Netherlands, when I came to study, that's over, it's a long time ago. It's over a decade ago. And so that was around the time where you didn't have any studio apartments really for students. It was usually one long corridor with like 12 rooms, and you share 2 or 3 bathrooms. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. And my mom literally told me like, do you think I am a millionaire? Is that what you think? This is impossible. And guess what, boo? From the time I came up here, I stayed by one of my cousins for a month, and after that I moved into my own studio. And I guess maybe my journey in the Netherlands has been a lot smoother because my home situation, I've had a studio. I didn't have to share. I could just focus on the important things. And so that's why my journey has been quite interesting in that sense, that people are like, how did you do that? Child, part of it is manifestation and part of it is processes and procedures and a whole lot of discipline. But yes, so I've also, because of that, I've constantly had people contacting me and asking me like for help to literally graduate in also a pressed amount of time. And they're like, you know what, I'm busy with my thesis, I need you to help me, and da 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 da. Would you be able to help me? And I've done listen, I've done so many different theses within my area of expertise. Outside of that, sociology, psychology, all the ologies. So besides me having a broad background, I also have learned quite a bit by helping people in their own process to graduate, which was so awesome. I've helped people also start up their business. I've helped businesses get through certain areas where they had business blockages and gain clarity to then continue on with their business, and help people to also up their revenue and have strategies to put into place to also help their business development. So I've been having fun with all of those different things. And as you can see, my thing in all of that is the thing is that I like to see people win. And if I can be a part in that, then I gladly do it. And so that also aligns with my purpose. And that is literally to be a catalyst to help people to achieve whatever they want to achieve, become a better version of themselves, and get on their way and get their goals. So that's what I do. I help people get what they want to get out of life. So that's why I don't take credit for anything. I don't take credit for any of the work. I just come in as a catalyst and I help you to get there in a more effective way. And that is what I do. That is basically what I do. So people come to me sometimes, and when they don't get what they want to get, I'm like, did you do this? No. Did you do that? No. Did you put in the energy here? No. Did you go through the process that I told you about? No. And I'm like, how do you think you're going to get there? I am a catalyst. I am not the one that is actually putting in the work for you. I'm helping you to do what you need to do. So that is the behind the scenes of Get the Goal. And for me, because I've seen that people come to me more when they are pressed, when things are not going well, and I'm like, you know what, I also believe in prevention is better than cure. So in that sense, I wanted to develop something that and give it I put all of my thoughts, my processes, and everything that I personally go through to have it in a structured way. I've been doing this for 20 plus years. Yeah, about 20 years. And so I've learned a lot and gained a lot of best practices, and I know what works versus what doesn't for several different people, because I've been helping people all along the way, from youth groups to graduates to businesses to people in general, all along that whole trajectory, and even people that are more senior than I am, to get you to work through certain issues. So I did a preventative I made a preventative structure of how I think and how I go about solving things. And so that is what last year's Vision 2020 was. Let's get the Vision 2020, and which is now 2.0, Get the Goal. That is what has been poured into this. And of course, with feedback, I also tweaked and have put certain things or get deeper into other areas where last year I wasn't able to do that because of the time constraint, and I didn't want to make it too overbearing of a program to be able to get done within no time. So get the things that you need to get and get to work. That is what Get to Goal is about. And do it, like I say, doing the work. And so with this, being the person who goes in and helps people see their value as well, I've had to do that for myself. And so I realized that the value that I've been giving has been huge, and I started to quantify it because I'm like, of course I know that it's been life-changing, and people have come back and tell me stories about, I did this, I did that, and based on your advice I and this is what I got out of it, and I graduated on time, I was able to land this job, I was able to, I've also helped people with like their whole job search process and how to get the attention of recruiters in a good way. In a good way. But some of those things, it's like I say, I've been through the process myself so many times, and this is what I currently use also to be able to get other assignments, or whether I'm looking for a job, that's what I've been using. So I've gotten the feedback, and besides that, when I started to quantify also for practicing what I preach, looking at the value that I am providing for others, I've realized that I've saved so many people like their college fee of 2,000 or more euros per year, and some of them also to be able to graduate, to go back to Aruba, to go to to be able to just bunk with their parents for a bit until they get on their feet, to save money, to buy their own houses, cars, the whole lot. And so if you start quantifying that, I mean, I've mentioned like the 2K on student fees, college fees, then not even talking about basic like apartment costs, that could be 10 to 15K a year. You round that up, it would be then like what, 10 to 15 plus 2, that is 17, and then another 1,000 to 3,000 per year on just budgeting and how to be able to get more out of the income, the finances that they have on a yearly basis. So I've been saving people sometimes up to 20K a year, and I've done it with so much love. But I started to realize that if I'm going to do this also sustainably, I do need to put a price tag on all of the value that I'm giving. And I realized last year with the Get to Goal 2020, Get Clear Vision 2020, I basically gave that for free, with materials, with this, with that, with a whole lot of things. It was practically for free. So I still wanted to keep it affordable. I still want to keep it affordable because I want to make sure that people get the information, because my purpose is more of having a great impact, and but doing it sustainably. So I didn't want to charge our regular Joe my fees of like what that would be in total, and that's just not even everything together, because it could be up to like 800 if I charged the actual fee. But I was like, okay, let's say if I just did just for the live sessions only, let me take that. How much value would that be? That would be like 550, 560. And I'm like, no, I don't want to charge that. I'm going to give a certain percentage off, and I'm going to make it really, really attractive for people to do. And so it came down to the pricing that I have now for Get the Goal. And I really hope that you guys see the value that I am literally almost giving away, but I cannot continue to do this gratis. I cannot continue to do it for free if it's also going to be sustainable. But not only that, but also I realize that when people pay, they pay attention. And so it requires a certain level of commitment. it validates also, not only validates, but it's a certain amount of respect you get when people put the time and energy into you putting time and energy into them. So I'm like, I don't want to do this for nothing anymore, because I've also seen the fact that even with some people who end up paying for my services, and I have like, okay, these are the criterias, these are the terms and agreements, and I'm only gonna be able to do as much for you as you also do for yourself. And then when they slack off and do nothing, and they paid me, and I'm like, people, hello. So I've realized that when there's a price tag, of course some do, some don't, but I've seen that more people have the tendency to really stick it through and put in the time and the energy that is necessary to be able to get to what they want. Because at the end of the day, listen, I'm here for you, boo. I'm here for you, and I want to see you win. And I don't say that for just saying that sake. I say that because I really, truly, and sincerely mean that. And I can't say that enough. And I feel like the stories that I hear after, and the positive effects and impact that I've been able to have on people's lives, it's just, I'm happy to be the vessel that is being used to help people to get what they want to get. So I am eternally humbled, and I continue to be humbled by people who continue to put their trust in me to be able to help them to get where they want to get in life. So yes, and these are things that I've been able to apply in my own life in general. So business, life, and love. I don't say this for no reason, because those same principles, a lot of those same principles can be used in these different areas of life. And so I see the results, and I hope that you will too if you take part in Get the Goal. Uncertain times call for certain measures. And I haven't negated the fact that yes, we are smack dab in the middle of what's been called a pandemic. And so that's why I know that uncertain times, especially in the uncertain times, you need certain measures to be able to guarantee that you don't get sidetracked, that you don't get distracted. And even when life happens along the way, because life is currently also happening to me, when life happens along the way, and trust me, life has happened all between those umptyful years that I've been talking about, life will happen. But what do you do even amidst all of the chaos going on outside? What brings the calmness on the inside? What brings the clarity to still be able to take the steps to be able to get where you want to get? And that's why it's called Get the Goal. Uncertain times call for certain measures. So yes, people, this is the reason why behind Get the Goal, and I'm hoping to have given you a bit more clarity as well from whence it came, from where this whole concept came from, and what's behind it, and where my heart is in all of this. And sorry to get a little emotional there, and I had a hiccup in between, but anyways, and I hope to be of service to you and to many, and I hope you get the goal. I hope you get the goal for 2021 as well, whatever the goal is for you. So with all of this, I just want to wish you a fantabulous week. So be fabulous, stay fit, have a fantabulous week, and get the goal, baby. Get the goal. So much success. We'll catch up. Mwah. Bye.